Are you ready?
Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, and Scott Robbins.
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
Making sense of it all.
Now I get it.
And having some fun.
Lighten up, Francis.
This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins. Hope you had a good weekend. Unbelievable what happened at the old WNBA game. A lot of people are talking about this.
Man, I am literally shaking still at this absolute, unabashed show and display of blatant transphobia.
I saw it myself.
I
saw it too.
Against a stunning and brave woman, Enes Kanter Freedom. Former NBA player who has decided he's going to identify as a woman and play in the WNBA. That's what he wants to do.
Yeah.
So he was courtside, and he's getting ready to, he's cheering on what may be potential rivals or teammates in the W.
Yes.
And he gets booted because he cheered too much for Sophie Cunningham of the Indiana Fever. And the Chicago Sky's Natasha Cloud was very upset with him and kicked him out because she hates trans people. She hates the bigotry on display. It is 2026. I thought we were past this.
Thought it was a league of acceptance.
So Enes Kanter Freedom, who's definitely a very strong woman. I mean, she didn't look like she was shaking as much as I was. I'm still shaking right now.
He was shaking so much he grew a full beard at courtside.
He did.
Yes.
he stood up. He's I forget how tall that guy is, but he's a big dude.
He's like 6'10" or something.
Woman,
like
Scott.
Oh, I'm sorry. Woman, female, girl.
There you go.
Yes. He's going to dominate.
So, yes, she spoke.
I put my hands up to celebrate, right? Literally, a couple position later, Natasha came back and started screaming and yelling and said, she's not going to sleep with you. And I was like, I am not trying to sleep with her. I'm just here to protect women and support her.
Talking about Sophie Cunningham,
right.
Of course, yes.
And then obviously after that, she started yapping and she started to walk towards me. And literally I just got up and then I was like, I'm just here to protect women and that's all, right? And then she started to yell. She started to use some very heavy language. She started to actually cuss. And I was very shocked that there were a lot of kids and there were a lot of teenagers was at that game. And I just cannot believe that she was just cussing and using those F-bombs in front of all these kids. And that is not, I mean, I'm sure like she's loved in Chicago and many kids and idolizing her and stuff, but that's not a WNBA athlete should react, you know? And then anyway, and then after that, the security guy, came and then I was like, listen, you need to leave. I was like, can you please tell me why do I need to leave? They said, look, you just need to leave.
Well, there you go.
On these hateful people in the bleachers, they were yelling down at this brave individual saying, boo, get out of here. It was just, I mean, there are not words that I can use on the radio to properly showcase my dismay at this blatant transphobia and bigotry.
What you're saying is that this person, it took incredible bravery to come out as a woman after years as a man in the NBA.
Yes.
Knowing the ridicule that this person would face by identifying as a woman.
I mean,
and there are some people that claim to be mind readers that know that maybe he's faking this and that others are not.
Well,
and somehow they have these incredible psychic powers to know whether or not someone's faking being a woman or really believing it.
yes.
Well, what's the test? There is no test. You just say you are.
Yes.
That's it. If you say you are, you are. There you go.
Enes Kanter,
But you don't have the mind-reading gene, Scott.
Enos rhymes with penis.
Thank you.
Thank you for that.
That's why you can't play in the
Got it. Okay.
Enos Kanter Freedom is the Jackie Robinson of our time.
Gosh dang.
Luckily, Enos Kanter Freedom is strong enough to withstand the abuse from these fans who are so close-minded.
Boy, oh boy.
I've never seen an 80-20 issue in my life take up this much oxygen. Holy cow.
It is,
It
man.
really is amazing to me.
And again, this whole thing, because Sophie Cunningham was asked a question.
Yeah.
And she has the opinion of over 75% of people in this country.
Yes.
But for these people, it's beyond the pale.
Once you step out of the cult, man, they're damning you at that point. Yeah, I mean, it's really something. You know, and I try to separate. I told you this before, but I'm going through stuff over the weekend. I'm seeing all this stuff, and pretty much universally, everyone was on the same page.
Yes.
Like what Cantor's doing is really relatively a genius. He's making them do things they don't want to do.
Yes.
And he's forcing the issue by saying, why not? Hey, if all you got to do is say you are, then you are, right?
Right.
There's no other way to prove it. But guys like Jeff Pearlman, the great author, and I love his books. I've read several of his books. He writes sports.
Yeah.
Great books. But he came out on his podcast and was like, you know, Enos Kanter is an a-hole for this. I'm
not surprised.
I'm a little surprised. I didn't realize he was that kind of.
Oh, he's left.
But
he's left.
That's insanity. You're a sports
Is the guy
writer.
that wrote the book about the Mets and the 90s Cowboys, and I think he's a great writer.
I think so too. Yeah,
and he's got the mind virus too.
But it's like I can't deal with that anymore. I mean, what are you talking about, man?
I know.
He's the D-bag. That's what he called him.
Yes, exactly.
You know, it's like
for pointing this out.
For showing everybody how ludicrous the whole thing is. This entire conversation we're having.
I agree.
Gosh, dang.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
there'll be more on that because there's a lot of different angles to this, and then there's a clash outside the arena.
Oh, I saw that too.
Of course, it's just pretty wild.
It's an upside down world, my friends.
And then you have the Democratic Party taken over by the Democratic Socialists, basically the Marxists.
Oh yeah,
communists.
Yes.
They call themselves Democratic Socialists, though. The Democratic Socialists of America. I like there are a few different accounts. Forget his last name, Stu something, who follows all of this stuff with the DSA. There are a few other groups that they just get into these Zoom calls and look at these dorks talking about their revolution, what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Well, this guy says, hey, there's somebody who's going to have to get violent, apparently.
Okay.
We have seen that the Democratic Party establishment that we have has to be ripped out. We can actually start to grab hold of the ship of state and steer it in our direction, but it's going to be a violent process.
Oh, really?
A violent process.
This is what makes me laugh so much when I hear all these Democrats on Capitol Hill saying, well, it's a big tent. They don't want a big tent. They want to wear your tent like a skin suit.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the whole plan. They'll go along with, yes, it's a big tent. Thank you for welcoming us in until we take it over.
Yes.
And then boot you or take you out in a violent way. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, you're seeing that all over the place. Meanwhile, as far as legacy media goes, playing the same games, very much trying to call out anybody that would say maybe have parents take a look at vaccines and the schedule and figure out what's best for them and have them talk to their doctor. No! You need to do exactly what the pharmaceutical companies suggest they do. Mm-hmm. That should be just part of it. As Dr. Oz was on with Margaret Brennan on CBS. I don't know if you caught this or not.
The question, again, this comes back to a much more fundamental issue, Margaret. Do parents have the right to ask questions? We already experienced what happened during COVID when we took away that right from parents. They were forced to give their kids COVID vaccines.
They were not forced to give their kids
Well, they were pushed hard and oftentimes hindered from doing what they wanted to do, like going out socially, if their kids were not included in these programs. What we should, as a nation...
Mandate.
No, of course, it's not up to the state. It's not up to the federal government. It's up to the states. States do this. The request of the president is to make sure that states offer parents either eligibility because of religious beliefs or other reasons why they may not want to have their kids take all the vaccines in order. Let's pick a specific example, hepatitis B. Hepatitis B is a vaccine I happen to like. I got the hepatitis B vaccine, but it helps adults avoiding issues if they're involved, for example, in my case as a doctor, if I were to hit myself with a needle with a patient, but it usually is for drug abusers and for people who are involved in...
Or infants who could be exposed by a caregiver, by someone in their house, by parent unwittingly, which is why it is provided
extraordinarily rare, and it's hard to design an entire program around just that possibility. The reality is, if a parent wants to delay this vaccine from the hour the child is born for a few years because they don't think they're going to be in those high-risk categories, why not give the parent that choice? Again, we're going to pay for it no matter what.
It's so maddening. Watch this go on and on and on. And the way they try to paint the current administration when it comes to this, where what they're talking about is just common sense. There is a war on freaking common sense. And I will say, maybe I was a little naive to think, okay, once Trump won in 24, we're going to get back to common sense.
No,
the nonsensical people are fighting tooth and nail, and it's not going to stop.
They've doubled and tripled down. Margaret Brennan is so smug.
Oh, yeah.
Just so smug.
Yes.
Well, not quite as smart as I am, are you, Dr. Oz?
Well, it wasn't mandated.
Yeah.
Was it? Okay, you know exactly what he meant.
Yeah, of course you did. Yes. But it's that...
I know.
She rubs me the wrong way, man. It's just,
you're
everything
not alone.
is smug.
Oh.
Humorless and smug.
Oh, no. I could go on and on about Margaret Brennan.
Ugh.
But it's time for Mashup Monday.
Oh, yeah.
This is what we look forward to.
Yeah.
David's got a great one. This is a bunch all combined together?
Yes, it is. So, last week I said I'm not really sure if this mashup is going to work. And I think we kind of agreed, it was Seven Nation Army with Smells Like Teen Spirit. It was it was all right.
It's all right. Yeah.
Well, this is a tour de force from Bill McClintock. Call this my penance.
Okay.
It's Peter Gabriel's Sledgehammer. Sly and the Family Stones, thank you for letting me be myself again.
Awesome.
Stevie Wonder's Superstition, and Pink Floyd's Another Brick in the Wall Part 2.
Holy smokes.
I think all of us like at least 3 out of the 4.
Yes.
I think I might like all 4.
You like a Pink Floyd song?
Yeah, that one I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, roll it.
Stevie.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, wow, the solo. Yes. Wow, that's really well done.
I know, man.
That is good. All right.
David
really
Gilmour
good.
coming out of left field blew my mind when I was
I
putting
like
together
that.
this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ear shifting going on all over the place. Yes.
You lose the Peter Gabriel vocal, it's an A+.
Hey, now.
Sorry, Scott. Just kidding. Just kidding. Christians and Muslims are branches on the same tree? Who said that? And the 5 stories we're watching today coming up.
I'm not one to say I told you so, but I switched to Pure Talk over a year ago, and ever since, I've been telling people there's no better wireless company out there. Well, a few months ago, a massive survey was conducted. 123,000 people were asked to rate their wireless carrier in 4 categories: coverage, support, data, and overall value. Well, the results are in. Guess which wireless company was the only wireless company to get 5 stars in every category? Yeah, Pure Talk. 5 stars, every category. To celebrate, Pure Talk is offering the first 3 months of any plan for just $15 a month, including their top-tier unlimited plan. No contract, no commitment, just a very inexpensive way to test drive the only American wireless company with 5 stars in every category. Just dial pound 250, say micro, and Pure Talk's U.S. customer service will take it from there. Again, pound 250, micro. And yes, I told you so.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-970-3355. That's 800-970-3355. 800-970-3355.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins.
Yeah.
We have a lot of fun. We do.
We do.
Now it's time for the 5 stories we're watching today.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right, number 5, New York City Democratic Socialist leader Gustavo Gordillo, Gay Gomez Adams. He was. We went through the saga last week, and there's an addendum to this now. So he was kicked out of a labor union because he didn't pay his dues or show up to work. His parents bought him a $1.5 million house, and now he's been caught about lying about living in an apartment because, you know, he's one of the people, right? I know what it's like to try to make ends meet. Well, he lived in that apartment for a few months during the gut renovation of that $1.5 million house his parents bought him.
Well, you got to live somewhere,
and
right?
he was evicted for not paying rent.
You're kidding me.
Rich kid and a Welcher all at the same time.
Yes. Yeah.
Unreal.
Number 4, a Texas judge denied Carmelo Anthony's request for a new trial in the stabbing death of 17-year-old Austin Metcalf.
Well, it wasn't even close.
No, it wasn't. Number 3, President Trump announced tariffs on Canadian cars, trucks, automotive parts, and steel that will jump to 50% on January 1st of 2027, accusing Canada of ripping off the United States for years. Now, you may be asking what happened with this deal. Well, one of the sticking points is that Canada has been exporting Chinese steel to the U.S., saying that it was Canadian steel, so China could get around tariffs. And they said, hey, stop that. And Canada said, no, we're not going to, buddy. All right?
Okay.
And so, yeah, Trump's like, all right, look, we're just going to go ahead and roll forward with the tariffs until you come to your senses. Number 2, nearly 200 vessels sailed through the Strait of Hormuz last week. That's a 400% spike in the last 2 weeks. Iran's own oil exports, meanwhile, have dropped to near zero. And there is some panic in Tehran between the hardliners and the people who are actually supposed to be running a government.
Yes.
Because, yeah, there's the natives are getting restless with all of this there. You think things are kind of rough here? It's nothing compared to what this has done to Iran.
Well, and the pressure's just going to get tighter as this week goes on.
Yep. And then number 1, I'll personal stereo this one again. In the Senate primary in Alaska, Dan Sullivan has endorsed Dan Sullivan over Dan Sullivan. That's right. Former Anchorage Mayor Dan A. Sullivan has endorsed Alaska Senator Dan S. Sullivan for re-election this fall over teacher Dan J. Sullivan, who's actually a Democrat but got in because, well, he has the same name as the incumbent Republican. They're trying to cheat.
And what, the former rep, Mary Sullivan?
Yes. Yeah, Mary Sullivan.
Man, oh, man. So, yeah, the whole Sullivan thing, it's been crazy.
Apparently there's an attorney in Oklahoma named Dan Sullivan. I'm waiting to see who he supports. Dan Sullivan, Dan Sullivan, or Dan Sullivan?
See, would that be a great bit now? Every Dan Sullivan in every state, anywhere, is endorsing this guy now?
Yes. It's not bad.
There's your idea for free right there, Dan Sullivan.
Which one?
I don't know. Whichever one wins, that's all.
So I know last week, Scott, you had a lot of fun with the Prince Harry and Meghan Markle story.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know how this is going to work, but it is. This fall has been unbelievable.
Yep.
And why is it? Because you had what seemed to be so many supporters that say we're either middle of the road or left, especially women, and it seems to have turned. Is that because they think she is now a fraud? Or they just didn't buy into they were the victims?
They probably got a whiff of her crappy shows and decided that I want no part of that.
Yeah, that could be.
They're terrible.
I think there actually is a lot to be said for that, especially the moment that went viral from one of the Netflix series where she's just like dunking on the guy's grandma, and he's just sitting there taking it. Like, no, a lot of the women who would be the target audience for that, they like the royal family, and they didn't like how Meghan or Harry were talking about the royals.
Well, did you hear she was trying to start her acting career again by taking a role in Guy Ritchie's show, The Gentleman? Was in advanced talks for the part, but then the offer was withdrawn because the backlash in the UK has been so intense.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, we got to get to Christians and Muslims, branches of the same tree. Who said that? Next. The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins. Okay, Christians and Muslims are branches on the same tree.
Yes. That is...
what coexist champion said that?
That would be U.S. Senate candidate and, seminarian James Tallarico, talking about Islam, Christianity, basically the same thing when you think about it.
Well, one branch wants the other two dead.
Well, yeah, I mean, if that branch could... get the hacksaw and put it away.
Yes,
it'd be great.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's hear this.
Christians and Muslims and Jews all worship the same God. Muslims love Jesus. They love Moses and Abraham. We are all branches on the same tree as the Abrahamic faith. And so it's heartbreaking to watch.
Hold on a second. Love Jesus. Is that true? I know they look at Jesus as a prophet.
Oh, yeah, there is a good amount of reverence, but he's not God in the flesh.
Of
That's
course.
what Christians would profess.
Is that, well, they love him. Okay. As a Christian, do you love Moses? I guess. I mean, there's definitely reverence, but love, it's just a weird way to phrase it to me. I'm getting maybe semantics here. Go ahead, James.
And so it's heartbreaking to watch extremists, whether they are Christian nationalists or whether they're the Taliban or Al-Qaeda, perverting these beautiful traditions that have so much in common to attack others and consolidate their own power.
Spoken like a wolf in sheep's clothing. Very well done.
I really
way to deceive.
I love the. Okay, so point to me on the map, I guess in America, where a bunch of Christian nationalists are, enslaving women and, getting all beheady on each other.
Exactly.
They do this all the time. They try to draw some parallels.
Yes.
Between, foul play on all sides.
Yes.
Nah, it's not comparable.
Well,
cutting off somebody's hands or poking their eyes out is different.
Yes.
Maybe a little.
And then it's the argument, well, most, if not close to all of the Quran is peaceful. Okay, but there are definitely parts that are not. And if you go chronological, as far as the jihadi verses, they supersede the others. Rarely do you hear people actually talk about that, but I mean, that is true. And I'm not saying that doesn't mean that Christians and Muslims can't be friends. Because I think some Muslims don't take their faith that serious the same way some Christians don't take their faith that serious. And sometimes it's in name only. Or you like the idea of the tradition, but you don't follow everything.
Maybe
but again, how do you know?
Yeah. Maybe Tallarico's seminary was different.
Yeah.
He is a reverend,
Well, it's different in that it doesn't follow the Bible.
That part's different, yes.
Yeah. Which then makes it kind of hard to say it's Christian.
Yeah.
But again, to most of the world, it's like, yeah, whatever. They said they're Christian.
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever. But again,
boy,
that dude needs the Muslim vote.
Yeah.
He knows it. So he's going to talk about how Texas is terrible to blacks and that it's just awful that this beautiful religion is getting poisoned by some Christian nationalists or something.
Yeah.
Because he's figuring all the, quote, Christian nationalists are going to be voting for Paxton. Mm-hmm. Okay. This guy gets more annoying as time goes on.
That's the thing.
He's already just kind of a goof nut.
Yeah. I mean,
but as it goes on.
Yeah.
Gosh. They're saying I know people think he's really got a shot. Is that the way you see it?
I don't.
Yeah.
The biggest thing he has going for him is that, again, I think, as far as Ken Paxton is concerned, if you are conservative, he is a warrior for you. The problem is that his personal life is a crap show. And that's getting thrown out there a lot.
But yeah. Yeah, they knew it would. Mm-hmm. And there you go. Meanwhile, that dude, he's supposed to be highly respected, an intellectual, Scott Galloway.
Yes.
Who got doxxed and then all of a sudden said, hey, wait a second, we're supposed to go after all the rich people, not me.
Right.
This isn't cool.
Run out of targets after a while, though.
Yeah. He was on Bill Maher's show. And, man, I don't think I'd ever heard of looksist before.
What?
Sexist, racist, looksist.
Looksist?
Yeah, you got to be good looking. Yes, as far as politics, because he thinks Gavin Newsom's going to be the one to be president. Here's the take.
I think Gavin Newsom is going to be our president. I think we're a looksist, sexist, racist country. And I think tall, handsome. I think the only thing I'm fairly confident about is that the Democratic nominee will be a straight white man over 6 feet tall.
Do you think in general the country is racist and sexist in 2026?
Yeah.
That characterizes us in a general way?
Well, okay. I don't see any reason why Secretary Clinton lost to Donald Trump other than sexism.
Okay, this guy's supposed to be an intellectual,
He's
right?
an idiot.
Please.
Yes. Talk to any common sense people. They'll tell you. She was an unlikable candidate from the jump.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bad candidate.
Yes.
That's why she got beat by Obama.
Yes.
But if we were, racist, he wouldn't have been elected. So are we more sexist than racist?
Apparently
so.
so.
Which is it?
Or did Kamala Harris's defeat, did that, reset the counter? So, the election of Barack Obama twice didn't count for racist.
I guess.
Okay.
Because if you remember, she never made it to the primary, Kamala Harris. She had to drop out in 2019.
Yeah.
Because she had less than 2%. And what was it? Of the black vote, she was getting killed by white women, white dudes, pretty much anyone else that ran. So that whole nonsense, if you're a good candidate, who cares?
Well, and looksist, I mean, I say this with all due respect to our current president, nobody voted for him because he's a smoke show.
Yeah, I gotta go along with that take. I was thinking the same thing, but wasn't quite ready for the James take. But I know you're not.
David?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, dude.
Do you agree with it, Scott? That
Donald Trump's not a smoke show?
Yes.
Yes, I agree with
that.
I think you're very handsome, President.
I'd love that.
Yeah, I know.
But I don't think Pantsuits was right up there either. So.
Oh my gosh, no. No, for being such an intellectual, that guy's a dope. The Galloway. Yeah. Man. All right, it's that time. We do it a couple of times a day. Go around the table. It may not be the biggest story out there, but it caught your attention. You want to bring it in. But David, today, what's your story?
Carolyn Hacks is a syndicated newspaper advice columnist. You may have seen some of her articles, but she just handled a very weird case, and I just wanted to highlight this.
Okay. Roll it.
My daughter is in a polyamorous relationship with a married couple who are trying to have a baby. She plans to adopt the baby as a third parent. I don't like the man, and I'm worried for her. Should I intervene? No. I certainly hope your daughter is an adult. One of the hardest things to do as a parent is to watch a child make choices you wouldn't make. But that's the job. It's not your life.
That's the job. It's not your life to talk common sense into someone that's going down the wrong road. Just let them do it and watch the flames.
I mean, I mean, I think intervene. I don't know what you expect if the person is an adult, but yeah, I mean, you speak your mind. Say, I think you're an idiot for doing this. I think this ends badly.
Like, are you nuts?
Yeah.
What are you thinking? How do you think this is going to end? This is what you want out of life? Think about it. Let's play this out. That's the conversation you would have. And if they disown you, fine.
Yeah, are we
But you got to speak your mind.
50 years from now, a polyamorous throuple is going to go, it's our 60th anniversary of all three of us.
Right. Yes. Said no one ever.
Right.
Oh, gosh, man.
What are choices you wouldn't make, but that's the job. It's not your life.
Okay.
If that's your best friend.
Oh, absolutely.
That's not your job. Yes, it is. Gosh. We live in a sea of freaking idiots. It's Monday. I'm already losing my freaking mind.
And in a relationship like that, somebody's pissed.
Of course.
Somebody is. One of them is.
Of course. My gosh. All right, Scotty, what's your story?
Police are hunting a twisted serial defecator.
Oh, gosh. I freaking quit.
Who has befouled several businesses in Tulsa, Oklahoma, while wearing only a thong, a cut-open mask, and a shower cap.
Come on.
Cops responded to a shopping center south of the city around 4:30 in the morning. This was Wednesday, right after receiving reports that a mostly naked guy had repeatedly been pooping in a waste bag, a doggy waste bag, and then was taking it to walls and doors of various businesses around town. The owner installed a security camera to catch the deviant, who was wearing only a thong and cut-open mask and a shower cap, spotting him performing this little act on several different occasions. In one video, the guy wearing glasses, clad only in Crocs, and a black cross bag, purple latex gloves, and a black shower cap, exposed himself also to the camera before once again taking care of his business. He've yet to find him. They're still on the hunt for him.
That's just baton to the back of the head.
That is taking
public caning,
being removed from society as quickly as possible.
Yes.
Okay. For my story, you know what? I've had this for a week, and I think it's time to play this because you need some sanity. This is a piece of audio from 1992. Mays put it out on X. I hadn't seen this before. This is a whole debate on climate change. This is Al Gore and Rush Limbaugh.
Oh, yeah. It's classic.
On ABC. Ted Koppel.
Oh, wow.
And it is. And I think it would be just good for us today. Here we go.
Local environmental problems, regional problems like acid rain. Now we've got a whole new category of global or strategic problems, which include the hole in the ozone layer, which now could appear above the United States, global climate change, the destruction of the rainforest at a rate that means they'll be totally gone in another few decades unless we stop, the pollution of the oceans and the atmosphere, and the like. These represent brand new challenges that call for a new kind of response.
Time out. David, you would have been 5 years old.
Mm-hmm.
But Scott, you remember all these talking points.
Yeah.
The acid rain.
Oh, yeah, acid rain.
Yeah, even in a Rush lyric. The band Rush.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot.
The acid rain.
Yeah.
Red alert.
Red alert. Red alert.
Oh, yes. Hole in the ozone over the United States. We're all going to fry. We're going to go outside and we're going to get sunburned in 2 minutes. It was all this nonsense, right? Okay.
Rush, I've listened to you many afternoons, as you know, and you tend to, I don't want to say you dismiss all of these issues, but at least you dismiss them as having been proven beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Well, absolutely. I don't think that there's anything conclusive about what Senator Gore said, with all due respect. I think, for example, there is no ozone hole over the United States. If we want to get into a detailed discussion of ozone depletion, we can. But I think, Ted, that there is not a crisis. See, this is the problem I have. I don't think the Earth is fragile. I don't think the ecology is fragilely balanced. And I think that the doomsday industry that is typified by members of the Hollywood acting community who say we've only got 10 years left to save our planet, we've got to act now. There's no way, if what these people say is true, that we can solve these problems in 10 years anyway. It's budget time in Washington. NASA's being cut. And I think that this fright and doom scenario is designed to frighten people. Everything in this country today seems to be a crisis. We can't do anything without it being having to face it as a crisis. We don't have any time to think about it. There are as many scientists, maybe even more, on the opposite side of all of these doomsday predictions, and I think that need to be true. Yeah.
Yes.
That's not true.
That's not true.
Yeah.
Well, that was 1992.
And here we are.
So, how did you fellas have to? What did you have to do when the ozone layer came over the United States? I know I had to resort to cannibalism pretty quickly.
You stopped using hairspray?
No. I didn't use hairspray at that time. No, we just cannonballed it. It was like, reefer, beer, whatever. That's how we dealt with the ozone.
It's always the answer.
In the 90s, anyway.
Reefer and beer.
Yeah, we got Nimrod's in the news. You don't want to miss that. And a news update next.
Progressive presents Employee of the Month. Small Business Edition. Today's recipient from Terry's Tiny Homes, Terry! Sure, as the only employee of her company, Terry was probably the front runner, but saving money getting personalized discounts with a commercial auto quote from Progressive, well, that gave Terry the edge. Over Terry. Terry! Keep awkwardly chanting your own name, Terry. You deserve it. Woo! Be your own Terry. See if you could save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-970-3355. That's 800-970-3355. 800-970-3355.
The Markley Van Camp Robbins Show. You might not remember every time you toss, turn, or wake up hot in the night, but your body does. People notice that after switching to Ghost Bed, they sleep cooler. My son's talked about that. I know you guys have talked about it. I've talked about it. You feel like you're getting better support, not waking up as sore as you used to. That's Ghost Bed. It's engineered to help reduce the things that can interrupt your sleep. And there's cooling technology built into every Ghost Bed mattress.
Yeah, we've all noticed the difference, and there is a big difference between being in bed for 8 hours and actually feeling like you've rested. Ghost Bed is made in the USA, gotta love that, and it's designed to help you stay comfortable throughout the night. And if you're not sure a new mattress is right for you, Ghost Bed gives you a 101-night sleep trial, because the real test of a mattress isn't 5 minutes in a showroom, it's how you feel the next morning, and they give you more than 3 months to figure that out.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're waking up sore, tired, or feeling like you spent half the night uncomfortable, wrestling around in your bed, right now, during Ghost Bed's Labor Day sale, they're offering you, the audience, an extra 10% off. Their lowest prices. That's on the season, too. So these are not just, not nickel diamond here. It's a lot. So go to ghostbed.com/MVCR. Use the promo code MVCR. That's ghostbed.com/MVCR, promo code MVCR.
News update, David Van Camp.
The owner of the San Francisco 49ers, Jed York, arrested in Ohio and pleaded no contest to misdemeanor charges of disorderly conduct and possessing criminal tools related to prostitution.
Oh, boy.
Criminal tools?
What does that mean?
Well, I'm not sure.
That was my
Considering
first
the crime,
question.
I don't know.
I looked into it. The criminal tools, that might be the phone that he used. That's how it gets classified, that to do the hookup.
Boy, that sounds way worse than just phone, doesn't it?
It does.
And with that, we go to Nimrod.
When the going gets tough.
Damn it, this is too hard.
The dumb get dumber.
All right, Ian.
It's Nimrod's in the News on the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
I love the poorly educated.
All right. Nimrod's in the News. We go to Florida. Police are investigating a robbery. Gunman made off with cash from a gas station. He goes in, uses some sort of ruse to distract the clerk before brandishing a gun, demanding money. He gets off with like $670. The description is what has people's attention. He had one white glove, a tan sun hat, a white medical mask, a light green shirt, and black pants. It does sound like Michael Jackson. And that's Nimrod's in the News.
Are you ready?
Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, and Scott Robbins.
We just become best friends. Yep.
Making sense of it all.
Now I get it.
And having some fun.
Lighten up, Francis.
This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins. A lot of people talking about this big trial. Clancy trial.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. You're out of your mind about it.
I am out of my mind about it. I seriously am. I can't believe what I'm seeing.
Oh, yeah. Lindsay Clancy, this is a mother of three who she had some serious psychological issues, including a stint at a mental institution. Her husband took her there. They went together so that she could try to work things out. They're claiming that when she got back, she murdered her three children. And the reason for that is because of postpartum psychosis is what they're arguing right now. But, basically the prosecution has been trying to say, by all outward appearances, she was a highly functioning, if not depressed, individual. And so therefore she should go to prison because she murdered her three children. The youngest was, 8 months old?
Terrible, yeah.
And, yeah, the bizarre thing that's been going on is the number of women sort of identifying with her.
Yes.
And saying, like, well, yes, you just don't know how hard it is to be a young mother and all that. And it's like, well, no, I understand that's a unique thing. I am glad that we can all, for once, agree what a woman is.
Well, yes.
But
that's positive.
And that women are inherently different than men.
Yes.
But she did murder her three kids.
Yeah. Now, the defense today, was trying to shoot holes in the prosecution expert today. Dr. Mack was testifying that postpartum is not a disease, basically, and she knew right from wrong, in the end. I'm paraphrasing it all. Thought it was interesting seeing part of this earlier on Fox, and they're bringing in, their experts when it comes to law and these sorts of cases. And they had Donna Returno, who is, a prosecutor or a criminal defense lawyer. And they asked, I think it was, Bill Malugin was on this morning. He asked, do you think the prosecution's done a good job? And I thought this was interesting. She said,
well, I don't think they've done a great job, and I'll tell you why. They are laying out a narrative that they believe shows that she was this cold, calculated murderer, and that's how they started in their opening statements, that they were going to show that she planned this and that she carried this out. But, Bill, if you look at the other evidence in this case and you try to weigh that out with that narrative, it doesn't make sense. Every single witness that testified in this case testified that Lindsay Clancy has been nothing but a loving, wonderful, caring mother. Her ex-husband, her ex-mother-in-law, all the family members have shown her this grace and this level of forgiveness and this level of understanding. And that testimony does not fit the narrative that she was a cold, calculated person. And the prosecutors have to prove that she also understood not only the ramifications of her actions, but that she was able to stop herself. And I think we're seeing that if she was able to stop herself, a loving, caring mother that was in her right mind would have been able to do so.
But at the same time, they're also saying she waited for the husband to be gone, so she knew it was wrong.
Well, yeah, that to me, that's that's the one sort of fly in the ointment with that argument that we just heard there is because it wasn't just that she waited for him to go. She organized a errand for him to go run.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, so he would be out of the way.
Right.
Because he couldn't stop her. She couldn't be stopped if he was gone.
Yes.
This, damn, man. I mean, I've seen all these people outside of this courtroom. I mean, postpartum, I believe, is a real thing. I don't think it's made up.
No.
I think it happens to women all over the place constantly.
Yes.
But how do you start excusing mass murder, which is what this was, of your own children, and you just write it off as, well, you know, it's a mental crippling illness. And
yeah.
Well, how about this then, okay? Life in a mental institution forever.
Well, that goes back to the case you brought up last week, David.
Andrea Yates in Houston, yeah.
Yeah.
He was initially sentenced to, I think it was life in prison.
Life in prison, yes.
She drowned her 5 children in a bathtub. Very troubled woman. But she's been basically, she got a retrial and resentencing, and she's been in a mental institution.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, then that's, you know, okay, I'll go along with that. But, I mean, the idea that you say, well, you know, it was postpartum, and therefore, you know, we've all experienced that, and we've all gone through this, and that you kill your kids?
Well, there's some sort of mental condition where all of a sudden you've sort of lost your mind.
Well, most people who kill people, they would say the same thing, yes.
But you can't excuse it. You can't just say, well, we understand now.
Yeah, no, you can't.
Well, it's been pretty twisted seeing some of these people on TikTok, some of these women on TikTok and Instagram, like the one she's holding her baby and listening to the trial testimony, and she's crying, and the caption just says, "Same, Lindsay." I'm like, whoa, hold on a second.
Yeah, exactly. What are you talking about? Exactly.
Yeah.
And again, I can have empathy for someone.
Sure.
I mean, who is feeling that way. I can have empathy for that. But when that is used, when that defense is used, and if it's successfully used,
oh my gosh,
right?
It opens the door.
It is. It's I mean, it's crippling. I think if she's found anything but guilty out of this. If you want to do guilty by insanity, I suppose that's a defense I could get behind. But again, there's got to be some kind of punishment in charge here. I mean,
some kind of punishment. You got to do life.
That's what I'm saying. You can't ever
you can't kill your 3 kids.
No, and you can't. No, you have to be removed from society. No, you killed your 3 kids.
All right. Other issues out there. Florida. It's going to be terrible. Possibly, 100,000 healthcare workers or 10,000? I forget the number. Are going to be gone.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're Haitian.
Okay.
And Margaret Brennan's bringing this up to Byron Donalds, who's running for governor in Florida. I don't know if you've heard this or not. You have not heard this.
Margaret Brennan.
Oh, it was
So
your
do
favorite.
you have a plan to replace the loss of 100,000
Yes, 100,000.
Haitians who work in healthcare in Florida if they are deported?
Well, let's just be very clear. You're talking about the labor force in
Yes.
Florida. What we want to do is, the number one, we want to make sure that our kids coming out of high school are having internships and apprenticeships and the necessary workforce training to be able to work, whether it's healthcare or any other job field. Right now, about a third to a half of our kids are going into the college university system. The other half, quite frankly, there is no strategy or plan for them to be successful. This is why I have a Launchpad initiative in Florida where if you're a junior or a senior in high school, you can actually have those apprenticeships and internships
But this
so
is
that
an
by the time you
immediate
graduate high school, you're walking directly into the
of
job.
healthcare
Hold on, Margaret.
workers.
Hold on, Margaret. Number two. Number two, there are jobs available in Florida. We want to change adult re-education, adult education, career source, have that really be supercharged so people can transition from one job or going into those fields. That's number two. Number three, and this is a broader American issue, you cannot let the borders of our country be blown wide open and then talk about, well, we need people in this field or that field and not actually have consistent immigration policy. And so a lot of what you're talking about really stems from terrible decisions when it comes to immigration from the Biden administration and quite frankly, from the Democrats like Angie Nixon, like David Jolly. That's the problem that we are presented with.
All right, time out a second. David, you're like 100,000.
Yes, I'm like 100,000 because, okay, so there's about, and I was just doubling back and looking at the information, it's like 93,000 in the workforce total in Florida.
Right.
Who would be affected by temporary protected status no longer being a thing.
Not just healthcare, but total.
Total.
That's why he said. That's why I'm talking
yeah.
about. You're talking about the workforce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
He brought that up.
But she's saying
That 100,000 in healthcare.
In healthcare. No, that's nonsense.
Of course. Yes, that's why he's given the answer he's given.
In healthcare, at least per the reporting that I've seen here, it's 4,000 nursing assistants.
Okay.
Either one of you guys want a Murrow, huh?
Well, here's the thing. If you've got that many skilled healthcare workers, that would really help Haiti.
No kidding.
Because Haiti's always wanting healthcare people to come to Haiti to help.
That's a great point, actually.
It makes no sense.
It's actually humanitarian if we did that.
Send them back.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Then he goes on. This is the end.
We have to have a stable standard in immigration and naturalization,
Yes.
and that comes with following the law, not letting Democrats ignore
Right,
our law,
that's federal.
allow
I
for
was
illegal
asking about your plan
immigration,
in your
and look at the
state to
problems.
make up for the shortage of healthcare workers that are about to be
I
deported.
just gave you the plan, Margaret. Margaret, I just
hear
gave you
you.
the plan, but I'm
It's
also a
gonna take
member
a
of
while.
Congress, and so you have to have a standard for immigration while making sure that our children in our schools today and young people working to
And she just keeps going, okay, yeah, yeah.
Nationwide, per Reuters at least, when you're looking at Haitian TPS holders, it's 21,000 working as caregivers or nursing assistants nationwide.
There you go.
This the whole
They
thing.
lie, dude. They freaking lie.
Where'd she come up with 100,000?
No idea.
100,000
It probably
nurses?
some think tank out of D.C. That's what we estimate. Some friggin' nonsense, and you run with it and whatever. And the people watch you go, whoa, 100,000 healthcare workers are from Haiti. They're going to leave Florida.
There aren't even
Those are all the people down there. What are they going to do?
per the state of Florida and DHS, there aren't even 100,000 Haitian TPS recipients in the workforce in Florida.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Maybe all these numbers came from that woman in Des Moines who said Kamala Harris was going to win Iowa.
Right. She's found a new calling.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Yep. You got that going on out there. Okay, Spencer Pratt. I know he should be the next mayor of Los Angeles. He's not going to be. No. But he went scorched earth, David?
Oh, he did. I don't know what in particular may have set him off. I know part of this was the Lindsey Clancy stuff.
Okay.
Because he's really ticked at seeing all this stuff going on social media that is like the phones have melted our brains. And man, he also has had it with conspiracy theories about Charlie Kirk's assassination and the leftists celebrating the assassination. This is scorched earth, man.
Okay, roll it.
You have insane influencers making a fortune off shamelessly exploiting his death, tying themselves in knots with the most convoluted Rube Goldberg bullshit explanations to try and deny something we all saw in 4K and wish we didn't. It was an exploding mic.
He had a rigged microphone.
And they timed it precisely to the millisecond with the fake gunshot from the patsy.
The shaped charge was actually supposed to hit him in the chest.
There were Jews hiding under the grass. It was French special forces. Just the craziest, most unhinged imaginable. And people believe it. Anything but what actually happened. Anything but the most obvious, straightforward explanation. The woke communists you saw on camera who have prints on the rifle killed an anti-communist leader because communists are violent lunatics. That's it. We have a communist violence problem. But psychos on the internet have made an entire cottage industry around denying and exploiting it.
We're not morons.
But what's so much worse than these crazy conspiracies is how it drives people to abandon their basic human decency. These people have a bloodlust. What have you become when you celebrate an assassination like this? Teachers mocking his death, drag queens putting on assassination fashion shows. Who are these demons? What have we allowed ourselves to become? We have been so thoroughly demoralized, I fear that we can't get any lower. These things have fried our brains.
Where's the Tylenol?
Yeah.
Yeah. All what he said is true.
Yeah.
It's
yes,
insanity.
it is.
And now someone is saying throwing dildos is gay.
What?
I said, Scott, that someone is saying throwing dildos is gay. It might possibly be a WNBA player.
Can't wait to hear this one.
Oh, yeah, that story. And the 5 stories we're watching today, all coming up right here.
I'm not one to say I told you so, but I switched to Pure Talk over a year ago, and ever since, I've been telling people there's no better wireless company out there. Well, a few months ago, a massive survey was conducted. 123,000 people were asked to rate their wireless carrier in 4 categories: coverage, support, data, and overall value. Well, the results are in. Guess which wireless company was the only wireless company to get 5 stars in every category? Yeah, Pure Talk. 5 stars, every category. To celebrate, Pure Talk is offering the first 3 months of any plan for just $15 a month, including their top-tier unlimited plan. No contract, no commitment, just a very inexpensive way to test drive the only American wireless company with 5 stars in every category. Just dial pound 250, say micro, and Pure Talk's U.S. customer service will take it from there. Again, pound 250 micro. And yes, I told you so.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-970-3355. That's 800-970-3355. 800-970-3355.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins, and the 5 stories we're watching today.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Number 5, New York City Democratic Socialist leader Gustavo Gordillo was kicked out of a labor union because he didn't pay his dues or show up, that man of the people. His parents also bought him a degree from Yale and a $1.5 million house. And now he's been caught lying about living in an apartment. He lived in an apartment for a few months during the renovation of said $1.5 million house, and he was evicted from that apartment because he didn't pay his bills.
Unreal.
Gosh, dang.
That's a Marxist.
It's a big tent party, Democrats say. Okay.
Yes. Hey, you got to sleep in it. Then.
You better get some deposits up front when you let them in that tent, because you're going to be left holding the bag.
Don't open the flap. Not too soon.
Number 4, in the Senate primary in Alaska, Dan Sullivan has endorsed Dan Sullivan over Dan Sullivan. Former Anchorage Mayor Dan A. Sullivan has endorsed Alaska Senator Dan S. Sullivan for his re-election this fall over teacher Dan J. Sullivan, who is a Democrat who was brought in to basically try to confuse Republican voters from voting for the real Dan Sullivan.
Yes.
So there you go.
Man.
There's like
who
3
won?
Huh?
Did the real Dan Sullivan win?
Well, they got another runoff. So
they haven't done it yet.
primary.
Okay, all right.
So
This will be fun.
Yeah, I need more Dan Sullivans to step up for Dan Sullivan. All right.
Well, the thing is, you can't get like Vote Sullivan buttons or anything
Right, no,
because
you can't.
No.
That was the whole point. Yeah, to try to confuse people. Number 3, a Texas judge denied Carmelo Anthony's request for a new trial in the stabbing death of 17-year-old Austin Metcalf.
Well, it got worse for him.
Yeah.
Because you find out a bunch of other stuff.
Oh, right? Yeah. We were talking about it on Friday where he had been texting a recently ex-girlfriend about, well, he threatened her and then also said, I'm going to, whatever it was, I'm going to go off or something like that. He was looking for a fight that day.
Yes.
Because he got dumped.
Exactly.
Don't worry. You go to prison, you get lots of girlfriends.
You become usually a girlfriend.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's the way it goes.
Number 2, President Trump announced tariffs on Canadian cars, trucks, automotive parts, and steel will jump to 50% on January 1st of 2027. He's accusing Canada once again of ripping off the United States. Number 1, nearly 200 vessels sailed through the Strait of Hormuz last week. That's a 400% spike in the last 2 weeks, while Iran's own exports of oil have dropped to near zero. Those are the top 5 stories that we're watching today. Right now, during GhostBed's Labor Day sale, they're offering our audience an extra 10% off their lowest prices of the season. Go to ghostbed.com/MVCR. Use promo code MVCR to get that discount. That's ghostbed.com/MVCR. Promo code MVCR.
Like some of the topics of today's show, all true. Boy, crazy enough, you would think. Mm-hmm. Throwing dildos is gay.
Yes, that's according.
Who said that?
That's according to WNBA player Natasha Cloud. She is not a fan of the neon green marital aids being bounced onto the court.
Okay.
We had another caper last week.
Yes, we did. Gone months without one, and all of a sudden it's back.
I just, man, and like, in most of these occasions, it's men. And I want you to know that is the gayest thing that you can do, is to go to a store, a sex shop, buy a dildo, come to a women's game to throw the dildo on the court. That is the gayest that I've ever heard.
Who was that?
Natasha Cloud.
Man.
Well, can I read the thought bubble on your head?
Go ahead.
You thought the name was Nate.
Yes.
Because it sounds like a dude.
Dude, it does.
By the way,
I thought, wait a minute, that can't be the same person, can it?
By the way, that's not the gayest thing a man could do with it. One of those. I'm just saying, just to be technical about it.
That's a starter kit.
Thank you, David, obvious Van Camp. Appreciate the commentary.
Oh, my God.
Well, how do you know they went to a sex shop?
Amazon. You can DoorDash those things.
Man, oh, man.
That's got to be the
You think it's been crazy? Wait till what's coming up next. All right. The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins.
And I just, man, and like, in most of these occasions, it's men. And I want you to know that is the gayest thing that you can do, is to go to a store, a sex shop, buy a dildo, come to a women's game to throw the dildo on the court. That is the gayest that I've ever heard.
A lot of controversy around the WNBA right now.
All of the highlights from the WNBA have nothing to do with the game itself.
No.
It's amazing.
No. And again, that was Natasha Cloud. She's the one that was yelling at Enes Kanter Freedom.
Wow.
And she was talking about the neon dildo that was thrown on the court last week.
Yes.
Okay.
Why they don't embrace these things and put their logos on them?
You had mentioned that before.
Yeah, I mean, hey.
Well, there's something else, too. And in case you missed it, David Van Camp brought up a point that maybe needed to be said, that was not, in fact, the gayest thing you could do with such an item.
I'm just saying, it's true.
That's what he said.
Just in point of fact.
Yep.
Yes. Speaking of the WNBA, seeing they still have money issues. I was thinking maybe this thing has turned around now that it was turning a profit.
That's what I thought.
No, not according to John Dillman, who wrote this piece that said, yes, the WNBA celebrates its 30th birthday. League has never been more popular. As far as the ratings, attendance never been higher. Merch sales bigger. And yet, for all that, the WNBA is still losing money.
Well, turns out that Thunderdome race war doesn't necessarily translate into people watching the games.
I guess. Yes. It's still being subsidized by the NBA. Wow. Which I just thought was very interesting. And they do seem to just keep shooting themselves in the foot.
Well, again, I mean, if you take the Indiana Fever games out of the ratings equation,
oh boy,
or out of the attendance equation, whether home or on the road, then it's a whole different story.
Yes.
I mean,
it is.
It's the NBA when Michael Jordan played. I mean, if you got a crummy NBA team, they'd sell out when Jordan played.
Oh, wherever they were on the road.
Yeah, wherever they were. Yeah.
There's no doubt about that. But just, it's
But nobody was
interesting.
walking around saying how awful Michael Jordan was and trying to,
Well, no.
I mean, he was embraced, not by everybody in the NBA, certainly, but certainly by owners in the NBA.
Yes. But it brings up the point where David was talking about, and no one's talking about the game.
No.
And somebody brought up, might have been Dave Portnoy from Barstool. Hey, with all of this going on, no one talking about Caitlin Clark and scoring 30 points and getting 10 assists.
Right.
She's done it 5 different times, right? Mm-hmm. Now, when you see different people talk about who are the best guards in the league, she usually doesn't finish in the top 5, right? Mm-hmm. Yet, outside of Caitlin Clark, do you know how many players have scored 30 points and gotten 10 assists in a game?
I'm going to guess none.
0.
It's 4.
Oh, 4. Okay.
4 in the history of the league. She's done it 5 times, just as an example.
Wow.
And there will be games where obviously the Fever are going to play, but it's not her picture on the poster to promote the game.
No, that's what's always funny to me.
After bringing all the eyeballs to it.
Yeah, nothing.
That is wild. And by the way, that game against the Chicago Sky,
yeah,
one of the funniest follows on X is Brick Center. And it says, DeJounte Carrington, revenge game versus the Fever. She's ready for it. What'd she have? It said she had this game circled on the calendar. 7 points, going 3 for 11, and 0 for 3 from three-point range.
That's an off night, isn't it?
Oh, my gosh, that is funny. Okay, other things. Zoran Mamdani in New York City.
Yes, Zoran Mamdani. Well, he's being sued. I don't know if you know this, by a group of grocery store owners, little bodega corner store owners, mostly immigrants and people of color, over the city-run grocery store plan. They're saying, hey, you're going to undercut our business. What's going on here? The mayor of New York, Zoran Mamdani, doesn't really care about these folks.
Oh, guess we shouldn't be surprised.
I continue to be fully confident in both the legality and the importance of our initiative to deliver 5 city-run grocery stores, 1 in each borough, to the people of our city. We are talking about a reflection of a cost of living crisis that has seen grocery prices increase by about 30%.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, then you had one of the people who was part of the grocery store rollout plan saying, well, we could, subsidize those stores too. How about you just not do it?
Of course not. You were going nuclear on this the other day, Scott.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Like just basic economics.
Well, of course it is.
Yes.
Naturally. And, and then you've got you have these people shrugging their shoulders, these bodega owners are like, hey, we're going to go out of business and we're not going to be able to serve our communities.
Right.
Again, if I have to pay for something versus not paying for something, or paying for something at a ridiculously low price, same item, then guess where I'm going to go?
But isn't the goal in the end to destroy it anyway?
Well, yeah,
to tear it all down,
completely wreck it.
Yes, of course. Basically, you can throw a virtually unlimited amount of money at something like this.
Yeah.
And just run everybody out of town.
But, again, you were warned.
Oh, yeah.
People told the voter exactly what they were going to do. And they're doing it.
But it hasn't been done this way before.
Right.
As far as socialism goes.
No,
you know how that
goes. It's a slow death versus instant. Yes.
All right, it's that time. We do it a couple of times a day. Go around the table. It may not be the biggest story out there, but it caught your attention. What's your story here, David?
My story here has to do with the ongoing trade dispute with Canada, because Canadians have said, no, we're not gonna stop, being a laundromat for Chinese steel on its way to the United States. No. We want to grow closer to China instead of the United States, instead of actually trying to give people a fair trade agreement. Well, Scott Bessent, Treasury Secretary, was asked about Canada, including, the Ontario Premier Ford, saying, hey, we're going to cut off electricity to the United States, which is not really much of a threat, but okay. And the Prime Minister, Carney, is out there yapping, and here is Scott Bessent in response.
want Canada to become a state. He did say that they're getting all the benefits of being a state without being one.
I think he would like Canada to come to the table and negotiate in good faith. They were offered quite a good deal last week. They chose to reject it. Unfortunately, Prime Minister Carney rose to power on an anti-American, anti-Trump platform. I believe he was more than 20 points behind, and he seems to have gone back to his old playbook. And I think one has to ask oneself, is he trying to benefit himself, the Liberal Party, or the Canadian people? Because they were offered a very good job. So,
So there you go. He's on the take.
Yeah. All right, Scott, what do you got for your story?
American Federation of Teachers President Randy Weingarten.
Oh, gosh.
Promoting a nationwide back-to-school boycott of Target. She did this over the weekend because the company had not condemned ICE operations in Minnesota. That's where the headquarters are, of course. She said, and I quote, "We gave Target ample time to stand with the communities in which they operate and help their neighbors, but it's
ample time.
Silence. We drew
What
the
are you, a
line in
mob
the
boss?
sand." Yes.
Yeah,
The
that's
line
how
was
she
drawn.
acts, yeah.
Absolutely. That's
What does
how
that
she
have
acts.
to do with kids learning, teachers, anything?
They don't
That's
care
a good
about that.
question. The issue could not be more pressing, she went on to say. 7 months since the murder of Alex Preddy and Renee Good, masked ICE agents are still in our streets, our schools, and our communities, terrorizing families in the name of Donald Trump's illegal, immoral assault on immigrants, striving for their American dream. That's why we're urging our members to avoid Target and patronize ethical shops and alternatives this back-to-school season. Which, by the way, makes me want to spend even more money with Target now.
I wouldn't go that far, but I understand the sentiment.
I'm going to go that far.
Yeah. Well, they've screwed a lot of things up.
Well,
but this is stupid. Like, we've
but
given
since
you ample time. Shut up.
What I don't understand is why she does this and is allowed to do this as a alleged representative of teachers.
Why does anybody do anything?
Does every teacher agree with this?
Because they can't until they stop paying and say, no,
Yeah,
we're not doing
this
Get
anymore.
this load out of here.
Or instead, the federal government steps in and says, hey, no more unions here. We
With
can't
the
have,
teachers.
Yeah, and we'll see where that goes. That will probably go nowhere.
Can you
but-
imagine that?
Oh, gosh, no. No.
Holy smokes, dude. It would be bonkers across the entire country.
Or giving some of the money to the private schools or homeschoolers.
Oh, then you'd see even more craziness.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, yeah. For my story, I happened to see this last night. I'm like, holy smokes, I didn't know this. Scotty Scheffler. He's playing in the tournament over the weekend, the BMW. It's big playoffs are going on. And he finished 12th. He had a terrible day on Thursday. He started out just bad. And he had been on such a hot streak. And I'm reading this piece saying, yeah, he ended up finishing 12th, which is not bad, especially the way he started. But when you play through hand, foot, and mouth disease,
what?
Finishing 12th is remarkably impressive.
Hand, foot, and mouth disease?
Yes.
I thought only cattle got that.
I think you're thinking of hoof and mouth.
Okay, maybe I am.
Yeah, my kids had it when they were little.
How do you get that?
Well, it's pretty common among young children.
Yeah,
get
you've
it
got
before
two
they
little
develop-
kids, too.
Before they develop the immunity.
So he wasn't feeling up to par?
I hate you.
Okay.
I hate you so much right now.
I know.
That was bad.
Couldn't help it.
Don't cows get it? How do you get it? What's going on out there on the PGA Tour?
But maybe they,
So he didn't tell anybody till the whole tournament was over. And he said, so to start the week, it was pretty painful to grip the club.
Dang.
So if I was smarter, maybe I would have pulled out, but I was playing so good, I felt like I could knock it out quickly and just get through the first couple rounds and still have a chance. And it says it's usually a viral illness that affects kids. There's no cure for it, which means the common symptoms of painful blisters on the hands, feet, and mouth,
Jeez.
a fever and sore throat are things that he just had to play through.
Yeah, for adults who get it, it can be pretty serious.
Yeah.
Like little kids, it's usually it's like they're sick. They got a little rash for a couple days, and then it's done.
Yeah. He said he got sick Monday night, so that was probably the most frustrating part. Playing really good golf, and you come out come out of the heat and get a little adrenaline, sometimes your body kind of crashes. Then it hit me pretty good all week. So I'm still not 100% now, but I'll get some rest, and hopefully that will help.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's something you don't see all the time with an athlete, the hand, foot, and mouth disease.
No.
Oh, blisters on the hands?
Yeah.
You got to grip that glove? I mean, I know sometimes compared to football, injuries don't seem like that much. You know, David will all talk about a pitcher getting a blister.
Oh, yeah. It's like, yeah, he's on the 10-day list because, he had a little blister on his hand. No.
You try to throw a curve with a blister on your finger.
Can't do it.
You can't, and you're going to get shelled. You see, you can't get spin on it.
Slider or anything else.
It's pretty tough, but,
Yeah.
you understand.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, that's a wild one. Okay.
Bet if he pitched, though, he'd be dancing all over the place. Those blisters.
I don't know, man. Got to grip it. Nimrod's in the news in just a few, and a news update next. I'm not one to say I told you so, but I switched to Pure Talk over a year ago, and ever since I've been telling people there's no better wireless company out there. Well, a few months ago, a massive survey was conducted. 123,000 people were asked to rate their wireless carrier in 4 categories: coverage, support, data, and overall value. Well, the results are in. Guess which wireless company was the only wireless company to get 5 stars in every category? Yeah, Pure Talk. 5 stars, every category. To celebrate, Pure Talk is offering the first 3 months of any plan for just $15 a month, including their top-tier unlimited plan. No contract, no commitment, just a very inexpensive way to test drive the only American wireless company with 5 stars in every category. Just dial pound 250, say micro, and Pure Talk's U.S. customer service will take it from there. Again, pound 250 micro. And yes, I told you so.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-970-3355. That's 800-970-3355. 800-970-3355.
Gosh darn it. Woo! The Markley Van Camp and Robbins Show. I'm Jamie Markley, and that's David Van Camp, and there's Scott Robbins. I gotta get control here.
Yeah.
I'll just tell you this.
Good luck.
Okay, we were talking about something that had to do with Ted Williams because he got frozen, the body and
The
everything.
baseball player, yeah.
Yes, and there's a part of it that his head was lodged to a tuna can. And I'll get to that story later in the show, but I just remembered it off air, and Robin's reaction made us all laugh hysterically, and we're just trying to get composure here.
Never heard that one before.
You know, a lot of people talk about the weight loss injections because, well, they get results. By the way, if you're a person that would like to lose significant weight, but you don't want to do any needles or have any of the side effects that can come with that, you know what I'm talking about. There is a product called Lean that's worked for a lot of people.
Yeah, it's a supplement you take with breakfast. You're off and running. It works like the shots, including the appetite suppressant side of it. It also helps to manage your blood sugar to support your body to lose weight and keep that weight off.
And not for the casual dieter either. So if you're trying to drop, 2 or 3 pounds, it's vanity weight. Brickhouse Nutrition designed this product lean for the frustrated dieter who wants to drop 10 pounds or more. So let's get you started right now. 20% off plus free rush shipping. Go to takelean.com. Use the promo code MBCR. Add lean to your healthy diet and exercise plan. That's MBCR at takelean.com.
All right. News update, David Van Camp.
All right. Well, I mentioned that the owner of the San Francisco 49ers, Jed York, was arrested in Ohio engaging in prostitution.
Oh, these guys.
And it was at the Wheat Hill Mobile Home Community. He got busted in a trailer park. Oh, no.
What in the world?
What is happening?
I don't know. This is one of the most bizarre Mondays I can remember. It really is. All right, we got to get the Nimrods. Here we go.
When the going gets tough.
Damn it, this is too hard.
The dumb get dumber.
All right, Dean.
It's Nimrods in the News on the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
I love the poorly educated.
All right. Nimrod's in the News. We go to Boston where this mom drops off her car at the shop, and all of a sudden she realizes this thing's got hundreds of miles on it. It was being driven around. She actually saw it at a stoplight with another woman driving her car.
Oh, man.
No.
Yeah, her dash cam captured it, driving around and racking up tolls going through the Ted Williams Tunnel. That's what made me think of the Ted Williams frozen head thing.
More on that later.
It will be. It's wild. But yeah, she dropped off her car at River Street Auto Center, Hyde Park. Then finds out it's been driven all over the place. So yeah, they're in some trouble now, and that's Nimrod's in the News.
Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, and Scott Robbins.
We just become best friends. Yep.
Making sense of it all.
Now I get it.
And having some fun.
Lighten up, Francis.
This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins. I know we have a plan of what we want to accomplish here.
We do.
In this segment. But, David, where do you want to start first?
The only thing I can think of right now is something that is bewildering me, and it's sort of sports related, but not a sports story. The owner of the San Francisco 49ers, he has pleaded guilty to a charge of disorderly conduct, and also a misdemeanor charge of possessing criminal tools.
Which we've learned is like a cell phone.
A cell phone, and initially he was charged with engaging in prostitution. But due to a plea agreement, it was amended to disorderly conduct.
Okay.
This happened at a trailer park in East Palestine, Ohio.
Wow.
The owner of the San Francisco 49ers at 9:35 in the morning on Sunday was at a trailer park in East Palestine, Ohio, apparently to solicit a prostitute.
Is this like a Pretty Woman thing?
At a trailer park in East Palestine.
Well, I'm just asking. I don't know.
9:30. I don't know what's weirder to me, the 9:35 in the morning or the trailer park. What's the weirder?
Chances are he's an early riser. He's one of these guys, very motivated, very focused. Gets up at 6 o'clock, checks his email, goes for a run, and decides, you know what? I've been thinking about this.
I'm still stuck on you trying to compare this to a Julia Roberts Pretty Woman situation at the trailer park in Ohio.
She was a nobody. She was a down and out,
I thought maybe you were just thinking, the high heels.
Well, I was
with
thinking
the
that
hair,
as much as that was just the whole idea, which is so far-fetched, it's incredibly
of course it is.
Crazy. That
I guess you would think with this kind of money, you're talking
that's what I'm
about
thinking.
high-priced call girl.
Yeah, you would think.
I mean, I have no idea what hookers at the trailer park in East Palestine, Ohio look like, but I'm guessing we're not talking top shelf.
No, but they're probably really nice.
What are you talking about? Nice.
Just kind, make him breakfast and everything before he leaves.
He gets the early bird special.
Right. Exactly.
You're going from one nonsensical take to the next.
Well, I'm listening.
They're getting worse as you're going.
I'm trying to make sense of any of this.
I have no idea. It is wild. And this, it sounds like I'm making a joke. I don't mean it to be this way. Is that something where you got some serious self-hatred somewhere?
Maybe you're afraid. Maybe you figure, look, she won't even know who I am. Right? So,
yeah, but I mean,
the anonymous, I can go completely under the radar here.
He's from the area. He's from Youngstown, which is like half an hour away.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Maybe you went to high school with her. I don't know.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, gosh.
How old is the guy?
I don't know. Let me see.
Not that old, is he? I mean,
he's 46.
Yeah, I was going to say he's a fairly young guy.
Okay. So he's going, the guy with endless amounts of cash is going for the 46-year-old hooker at the trailer park. Great theory.
Nobody makes eggs and bacon like her.
Well, then you would just pay her for the eggs and the bacon.
That's all. Maybe that's all it was.
I don't know, man.
Who knows?
She redefines the phrase "eggs over easy."
Man,
yeah,
that is something.
I think there's something about anonymity here.
To answer the other question, David, I think yes, the trailer park part is it's more questionable than the time of day.
Well, he's going and getting a daytime hooker at a trailer park. I mean,
yes, I understand, but I mean, does
behavior.
Yes, but I think it's the trailer park part that is more astounding than the time of day. If that was your question,
I don't know.
What if this is 11 p.m. Then it's different?
Well, yeah, because maybe you're liquored up, and I don't know. Look, man.
Robert Kraft just wanted to take the edge off before a playoff game.
Yeah.
But if you remember that one,
he went to a spa though.
Yeah,
like a
right.
Gentleman.
Right. A health
well,
spa.
where you know that there's a decent chance because word was around.
Yeah.
At the whatever that spa was named. Yes. This just I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Is that something that's prevalent in the trailer parks? There's a lot of prostitution going on.
Probably the early bird special is a couple of different things. Maybe it's like half price if you go before,
Like if this guy cares what it costs.
I don't know. Look, man, you want me to make sense of this? I can't. I'm just trying. I'm throwing things against the wall here.
Principal owner and CEO of the San Francisco 49ers, also co-owner of a couple of soccer teams, Leeds United and the Rangers. I mean, he's got some money. I'm actually now on Scott's side. That it's like the one that got away in high school. And she's fallen on hard times. He may not know what she does for a living.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just there, and then there's the bust. And he...
My guess is this isn't the first time he's done something like this.
Probably very familiar with that trailer park. Yeah.
That'd be a guess.
That's it.
And wherever his soccer teams are, but we'll see.
I don't know.
Yeah, it is a crazy story.
It's quite the story, though.
You want to hear about vaccines?
Sure.
You want to hear about pro-women messages getting censored? What do you want next?
After the trailer park caper, I think we do need to hear some medical advice.
Yeah, that'd probably be good. Well, this is sort of the same thing. Byron Donalds is on CBS with Margaret Brennan. And she is all about vaccines. What about the recommended vaccines now? Because all of these kooks, basically, on the White House staff that want to take away the vaccines from the children, which is not true. But that's what she's going after here with Byron Donalds.
Nearly all of Florida is below the 95% immunization rate for herd immunity for measles. So is your message to Florida parents, get your kids vaccinated against that one?
No, actually, my message to Floridians and quite frankly to Americans is the reason why we have seen a measles outbreak in certain parts of the country is because of rampant illegal immigration into the United States from the previous administration. Margaret, before Joe Biden came to office, when our borders were basically secure, Margaret, we've seen the outbreaks in El Paso, Texas, in Southwest Florida, where I live, and many other parts, where you know that you have a situation. People have come into the country illegally, have not had that vaccination schedule, and not the ones today on young kids that parents do have concerns about. I'm talking about previous ones where people weren't even getting the measles vaccine or mumps and rubella. So the key thing is, number one, you got to control immigration into your country. You can't have an entire a segment of people, more than 10 million, come into your country without that vaccination schedule. That's how you end up having some of these outbreaks. And so that's number one. But number two, and I will tell you, we could talk vaccinations, but the real issue in healthcare is the cost for Americans and the cost for Floridians. And we have already seen that the regulatory framework of the Affordable Care Act is driving up costs on every American. And that's what I want to stay focused on as the next governor of Florida.
Myron Donald is very good at what he does.
Boy, she can't wait to jump in there, can she?
Oh, yeah. That's like an activist doing an interview. I mean, that's just what it sounds like to me.
It really is, yeah.
The other one, the pro-women message getting censored. This happened in New York. This was the New York Liberty Indiana Fever game from Saturday night. So you had Jennifer Say, the XXXY Athletics founder, is there ahead of the game. And you have a fan of Sophie Cunningham that paid for a message to go up on the board at the game at the Barclays Center. But it was censored. Okay? And she did an interview with a guy that's a reporter for Fox. Oh, shoot, man. What's that dude's name? I have it right here. Jack Thompson. And she tells what it was that got censored. And I just wanted to get your reaction to it and see what you thought. Here you go.
You planned to have a message played on the Jumbotron at Barclays Center tomorrow.
Yes, I
did. What happened to that plan?
I wanted to put up a message to Jennifer Say and thank her for everything that she's doing, and it got approved. I paid for it. That was 5 days ago. And then 24 hours before the game, I get an email that said they're going to alter my message and gave me no reason or recourse.
What was the original message you had, and what is the message they wanted to put up there?
Yeah, so my original message was, thank you, Jennifer Say. XXXY Athletics will save the day. Then their response was, or their altercation of this was, thank you, Jennifer Say. Thank you for all you do for XXXY Athletics. Yeah, they said it was not in the spirit and it wasn't positive. I don't understand it. It's I'm celebrating someone who's doing amazing things for women.
So you're saying that Liberty told you that the reason they wanted to change your message because the message you proposed wasn't positive. What were their exact words exactly?
They said, our scoreboard messages are limited to positive celebratory content. And submissions that may intentionally or unintentionally violate that spirit are not eligible for display.
What? We'll save the day?
Yeah.
That was too much.
It's hateful.
But you know what did run on the messages? Hey, trans fans, glad you're here. Go Liberty. That was one. Another one read, welcome trans Liberty fans. You are loved and you belong.
Okay.
And another one, big welcome to the New York Liberty transgender fan community. So excited to be here with you all. That's fine. The other, too much. They really clown themselves.
They're captured, dude. They don't know what to do.
No, they don't know what to do because you're a rock and hard place right now. I mean, with these two guys that are going to enter the draft or want to enter the draft.
Man, oh man.
I mean, you've been lecturing us.
Yes.
For years now.
Yes.
That trans women are women.
Yes.
Who are you to say they're not? Okay, if that's all it takes, here we go.
I know, man.
What used to be a joke on this show has become a reality.
Yeah. It's one fail after the next. That's what Jennifer Say said, and I think she's right.
She's absolutely right.
Now, as far as, and I know this story is like 17 years old, but it's about Ted Williams. Long story short is this. A dude I know mentions that his great-grandfather was good friends with Ted Williams. They served together.
Wow.
And that he has a picture of his great-grandfather with Ted Williams, and it's signed by Ted Williams. We're talking about it.
Ted Williams, one of the great fighter pilots of World War II.
Yes. So I'm telling my wife the story about this, and I'm like, telling her Ted Williams, legend, one of the greatest baseball players, all this stuff, right? I'm like, and it's weird because he's frozen somewhere in Arizona. And she's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, his family had him frozen. So if, there's the technology, the way I understood it, they could bring him back to life. Isn't that the deal?
Or at least take particles of him and implant them somewhere else.
And something.
Yeah.
And she's like, are you serious? And I'm like, let me get the details. And so I'm looking up a story.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, and I forgot about this, a book that came out, because he died in 2002. A book in 2009 was from a guy that worked at that clinic because his head was separated from the body.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Well, and it was what? Alcor Life Extension Foundation. That's what it was?
Yep.
And they had denied this report, but this guy said, no, I saw it with my own eyes. The head was abused at the facility.
Ted Williams' head was abused.
Yes. Okay, see, I'm a bad...
Boy.
I'm bad at timing. I will finish the rest of this coming up in a few, but how was it, and what does it have to do with a tuna can being stuck to the head?
See,
I'll explain coming up in a few, and the 5 stories we're watching today, all coming up.
The world changes very quickly, and that can create chaos for your savings. There is a free report from Swiss America that you should check out. It's called The Secret War on Cash. It explores financial trends that could affect your savings, your purchasing power, and the way you use money in the years ahead. Most Americans won't recognize these changes until they're already affecting their everyday lives.
For more than 40 years, Swiss America has helped Americans understand the forces shaping the economy and their financial future. They believe the information in this report is just too important to ignore. Read it and decide for yourself. But don't wait. Call or text 800-289-2646 or visit SwissAmerica.com/MVCR. Again, call 800-289-2646 or visit SwissAmerica.com/MVCR. Request your free copy of The Secret War on Cash. Do it today and tell them Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins sent you. Message and data rates may apply.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-970-3355. That's 800-970-3355. 800-970-3355.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins, and the 5 stories we're watching today.
1, 2,
Well,
3, 4,
Gary,
5.
Indiana has been dealing with power outages after severe weather. I mean, it was a nightmare for several days.
Oh, my gosh, it's crazy.
And there are complaints, though, about racism being behind the slow restoration. They just don't care about the black folks in Gary, Indiana. The problem is, though, a few days ago, things started slowing down because a power company worker got shot.
Wow.
So they
it was the
back.
murder capital of the country there for a while.
It's like, yeah.
And wants the belt back.
Yeah.
Man, oh, man.
Geez, I just saw a documentary on that not that long ago. It's just that it's boarded up windows. It's just.
Oh, it's terrible.
God.
Yeah.
Number 4, a Texas judge has denied Carmelo Anthony's request for a new trial in the stabbing death of 17-year-old Austin Metcalf. Back to jail you go.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3, ICE quietly carried out one of the most successful operations in agency history, resulting in the arrest of some 1,300 illegal aliens in just a 2-week span in the states of Virginia and Maryland. They were focusing mostly on sanctuary jurisdictions.
Yeah.
Number
sense.
Number 2, President Trump announced tariffs on Canadian cars, trucks, automotive parts, and steel will jump to 50% starting January 1st, 2027. Canada, there are a whole lot of issues that have been run up against, including one where Canada is trying to basically flip Chinese steel to the U.S. to help China get around tariffs. They're like, you got to put a stop to that.
Right.
Number 1, nearly 200 vessels sailed through the Strait of Hormuz last week. That's a 400% spike in traffic in the last 2 weeks. Iran's own oil exports have dropped to near zero.
And here we go. Economic D-Day starts today for Iran.
Yeah,
That's the
we'll
word.
see what that means.
Yes. All right, Ted Williams. I know this has nothing to do with anything going on today, but I mentioned earlier, topic of a conversation that came up, and talking about how his body was frozen and his head was frozen separate at this, Alcor Life Extension Foundation in Arizona. And that I was looking up the story on it. I did not realize there were allegations that the head was mistreated. And because I'm just doing a search to tell my wife about how they froze this guy, who's a legend. And this dude came out with a book in 2009, said he worked for Alcor for 8 months in 2003, first as clinical director, then as chief operating officer. And he had a lot of photographs in the book. And he told the story of how Ted Williams' head was abused, and it had to do with a tuna can stuck to it.
Well, how did the tuna can get in there?
Apparently, Johnson says Alcor used the cans from a cat that lived on the premises as pedestals for the heads. They would put them on the cans of tuna. And Ted Williams' head got stuck to it, being removed from the first container.
Oh, gosh.
And so it took like a tire iron to dislodge it, but the guy missed. And he says, this is the quote, but hitting the head dead center. Tiny pieces of frozen head sprayed around the room.
Dude.
Yes. Said then the next swing knocked the can loose.
And he's just trying to pry it loose from his head?
Yes. That's where he was trying to hit the can off of it.
They put it in the microwave for a minute.
Isn't that bonkers?
That's bonkers.
Yes. There's more of that. There's a news update. There's a Robbins trifecta all to get to coming up. All right. The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins. All right, before we move on, the whole thing with Ted Williams' frozen body, it's a weird thing in this book that came out in 2009. And the last part of the detail from what we were talking about earlier. By the way, if you ever miss anything, you can always catch it on the podcast. It's so crazy that at this clinic where they're, freezing bodies, that there was this ugly scene in a room packed with a bunch of people, and a lot who posed with Williams' body.
See,
pictures before and after the head was cut off. And, the story's been so long ago, I thought it was supposed to be that way. Like the body was held in a separate place and then the head
was attached, right? Supposed to be.
Yes. The book contends the head was hanging by a thread when an official entered the room and shouted it was supposed to be a full body freezing.
Gosh. What are people milling around in there for anyway?
But they were frozen separately. Yeah. That whole thing is bonkers to me.
He's going to become if they ever revive him, he's got to get some sort of spokesman deal with Excedrin.
Get something.
He's going to have a headache, man.
No kidding.
You ever had tuna cans stashed in your head? Yeah, I did.
Well, I think it was just at the bottom because that's what they would use again It's like a platform.
They couldn't
They
just
can't
make
afford just a
platforms?
regular platform, a vase.
I know.
To put his head in.
What kind of nickel and dime
I understand.
dog and pony show are they running?
No kidding.
Yeah, it's something, man.
You can just go to Home Depot and get like a circular piece of metal to put it on.
Well, yeah.
Good.
Or a Best Buy box or something.
A Weber grill. Anything.
Right, exactly. Anything.
Well, and then you got to put it in this special liquid, to keep it.
Well, yeah.
Golly.
And that's like a one-time payment. Is there a rent? I wonder if there's a rental charge on that, like a storage locker.
See, you think like collectors and storage, and my goodness, man.
There has
I just
to
think
be,
it,
right?
Right, there have to be. 'Cause you
Ongoing
have to-
costs associated with it,
Exactly.
Yeah.
including an unexpectedly high tuna budget.
Right.
Yeah. Did you see the story where Nike's really dipped?
I did see that, yeah.
Stock is, 12-year low?
Yeah.
There's a whole piece talking about from Colin Kaepernick to Dylan Mulvaney. Nike's decade of left-wing activism has finally caught up to it. Yeah.
Well, you play that game, man. You're rolling the dice.
Yes. And still, it seems like doubling down on all of that stuff. So that was out there. Was it James Talarico saying we have a selfishness problem or something?
Oh yeah, James Talarico. He's the weird little guy running for Senate to represent Texas in the United States Senate. And he spoke at a church because he's a seminarian, and he completely misrepresented a tragic death at an Amazon fulfillment center in Troutdale that happened a while ago.
Okay.
The worker collapsed due to some sort of pre-existing medical condition. On-site safety staff and EMS tried to save the person, but they couldn't. And they were trying to basically cordon him off, or the person off. And while other workers were around doing their jobs, right? But here's how Talarico told the story.
Okay.
An Amazon worker died in one of Amazon's warehouses. And as he lay dying, management told the other workers, turn around. Don't look, get back to work. Get back to work. That was a human being. That was a child of God. That was our sibling, sacrificed on the altar of corporate greed. We don't just have a political struggle in this country. We don't just have an economic struggle in this country. We have a spiritual struggle in this country.
Hey, we agree on one thing.
Selfishness and service, between greed and generosity. For 50 years, we've been told greed is good. Selfishness has been celebrated. But after decades of this corruption, I think we are on the cusp of returning to those old-fashioned values, returning to that teaching from 3,000 years ago to love thy neighbor as thyself.
Oh my gosh.
2,000, but whatever.
Yeah, who's counting?
Where did 50 years come from, though? That's what I want to know. For 50 years, we've been told greed is good.
Is that when the movie came out?
Who said that?
That was 87.
Okay.
So that not quite 40 years.
Okay.
Gordon Gekko.
Couldn't have been that one. Gordon Gekko, yes.
Wall Street.
That's the first time I remember hearing greed is good.
Yes. Yeah. But he was the villain.
Right.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Anyone that was actually saying it and meant it,
well,
everyone knew they were a D-bag.
That numbskull's not going to,
I know.
Just going to say platitudes.
Of course.
Throws it out there.
Yes.
Everybody goes, yes.
Of course. Okay. It's just annoying hearing him speak.
He is annoying, yes.
David, before we get to the Robbins trifecta, having to see this. It's millennial trends that Gen Z says no longer cool. You being the millennial.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Millennial, but I've never been cool.
But you are a millennial.
Yeah.
They're saying taking photos of your food and posting it online no longer cool. I don't think you ever did that.
Not online. I might, if I cook something cool, I might share it with y'all or with my couple other friends, but
occasionally you'll put something out there. You'll send it to us. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
but
like
not
a
on
flex.
social media.
Like I wish
Total
I was
flex.
closer.
See what I've done.
I wish I was
again?
closer to him. Yeah.
See what you guys can't do.
Mm-hmm.
One of those things.
Well, Gen Z can't do it because they don't know how to order at a restaurant.
No.
So,
Mom,
A
can
lot
you
of 'em.
order for me?
The phrase "I did a thing." I haven't heard that.
Not in a while.
No. Skinny jeans. That's not you.
No.
Saying "LOL" out loud no longer cool. Was it ever?
No.
All right. Open toe shoes.
Sandals, like.
I'd take it as that. Yeah.
I used to have them like 100 years ago. Yeah.
Well, what do you mean? Like,
I mean, I would
90s,
wear 'em.
80s, 70s. What are you talking about?
Late 70s, early 80s, probably.
Okay. Like it's a
Maybe
hippie
mid-80s.
kind of thing.
Yeah, kind of. Just something to do in the summer.
Okay. I used to wear sandals a lot more.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I
That was
know. I know.
More of a rock radio thing at the time.
Yeah.
The term adulting. Don't say it.
Oh, I don't like it either.
And then side parts in your hair. Yeah, you don't do that anymore. You used to when you had the long, flowing locks.
What's wrong with the side part?
They say it's just not cool anymore. They decide.
What? Are we gonna
high-waisted jeans. Have high-waisted jeans ever been cool?
I don't know.
Have they ever looked good on anybody?
I don't recall ever seeing any and that I can remember.
Women used to have them.
Yeah, I suppose.
A lot more.
Yeah.
Yours were incredible. People thought they were painted on.
I did wear some tight jeans.
I mean, it was unreal.
Yeah.
You were known as Tight Jeans Guy.
Oh, that was my name on the air, Tight Jeans.
Yeah. And the other thing was, you wouldn't replace a wallet. I remember buying you a wallet for your birthday in like 97.
Yep.
His wallet was like, it was thicker than a Big Mac.
It was like that one Kramer had in Seinfeld. Or no, George had it.
yeah.
Yeah, had the big wallet.
Well, you'd be driving down the road and your body was tilted.
Yeah. Had every business card of everybody I ever met in my life.
And what is in there? It was insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I think we've got all that covered now. You ready for your three?
Yeah.
Of course you are.
Are you ready?
1, 2, buckle my shoe on.
It's the three most important news stories of the day.
I hit the trifecta.
Well, at least according to Scott Robbins. It's the trifecta on the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
Every day about this time. Yes, it's Scott Robbins' top three stories, helped by his hero.
I'm KCK.
Hey, have a good weekend, buddy.
Yes.
Yep, invited him over, never heard back.
Yeah, he was pretty busy, I think.
I'm ready.
I always got to talk to his people.
3.
Like, you can't even reach him directly. He comes on this show, and then I never hear from him.
It was really cool. I texted him, and he got back to me. He came over, and he made some tzatziki sauce. Because I was making lamb. And he's like, oh, I'll just come over and show you how to make it. And it was really good, Case. I appreciate it.
No matter what, he's always there for me, and I for him.
Well, I would be, but you never show up. I got to go through your people. I got to
Give
talk
it
to your
up.
people. Yeah. Hey, could you
3.
give a message to Casey, please?
I think you dissed him that one time, and he's just not ready
I know,
yet.
he can't handle
He's
it.
not
Okay,
ready.
fine.
3.
All right, what you got for number 3, Scott?
Number 3 today comes to us from our pal J.B. Pritzker, governor of Illinois, and he stepped on a rake big time, and he doesn't even realize it, I don't think. But Pritzker was looking at Crane Chicago Business that had this headline, Illinois rated the easiest state to afford a house. And then Pritzker tweeted, Illinois is the most affordable state in the country to buy a home. That's a headline I'll take any day. Do you know why, dummy? Do you know why that is the case? Because people are moving out. Supply and demand, dopey. It's economics. Go,
Now,
this guy.
on with the countdown.
Jeez, if you weren't so crappy, maybe it wouldn't be that way.
Scott Robbins, trifecta, top three of the day, and that's
Most
mostly around
affordable in
Chicago.
the state.
Up to number
2.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What you got?
Okay, yeah, because you don't know, do you?
I don't know.
Uh-huh. Well, today, the Toronto Tempo. That's in the WNBA, too. Do you know that? Do you know there was a team in Toronto?
Yeah, because we talked about it
And they
last
were the
week.
Toronto Tempo. Do you know that?
Yeah.
Well, they debuted a new non-binary mascot.
Oh, gosh, I saw that.
I don't understand it.
Ahead of
don't
their WNBA matchup with the Indiana Fever, an apparent diss or swipe at Sophie Cunningham, the Tempo revealed Dez, a very masculine-looking, non-binary, elite blue snapping turtle who uses she-they pronouns.
Did they have to make it a snapping turtle?
Yes. You know, David, I don't know.
Come on, man.
I know. It's incredible.
This one has a fondness for soft shell tacos.
Oh, no.
I'm not making that up.
That was a joke that you wrote?
No, I didn't write
They
that
did
joke.
that?
No. Yes.
Okay. So the snapping turtle likes soft shell tacos.
Tacos.
That's right.
Yes. You can't make that up. Dez, by the way, also has a partner in crime. It's an Arctic hare named Dot, who uses standard she/her pronouns. I have never, ever seen an organization that counts on public support more shoot themselves in the foot than these dopes that are running this thing.
I'm with you.
Don't they have a non-binary lesbian snapping turtle?
Yes.
Whose favorite food is soft tacos?
Soft shell tacos.
No
Yes.
way. No, my gosh.
You can't. I'm right.
Someone
I read the story too. I thought to myself, Van Camp's going to think I'm making this up. I'm not.
There's got to be someone in that front office who knows that everything is so ridiculous right now and just trolled the hell out of that team.
Just double entendre it to the whole thing to death.
Would they go this far
Yeah.
with it? Yeah, yeah. And his name is Dez.
Yeah.
Dez Bryant. Next, it's going to be like, why you got to do me like that?
And the countdown continues.
The Scott Robbins trifecta top 3 of the day.
And finally, one.
Why the buddy a turtle?
What do you got?
Well, this weekend, it was Kelly Stafford, that's Matt Stafford's wife, proved that she'll have fun absolutely anywhere. I like her. Even at her daughter's 8th birthday party.
Okay.
And let's be honest here, of course, the last place some adults want to be is at a kid's birthday party, unless it's your kid. Nothing against the kids, but you got the amped up elementary school age kids there all running around like maniacs, and Kelly prepared for it. Like an MVP that she is, of course, she broke out the Jell-O shots for the other adults in attendance. And, of course, it was all videoed, and there was pictures of it everywhere. Just to kind of ease the pain of going to a kid's 8th birthday party. She decided this was a good thing for the adults, so they all were shooting the Jell-O shots. And my kind of gal.
That does sound like your kind of gal.
Yep.
And all those kids got in the car with their drunk parents and drove home.
Yep. And that was fantastic.
And there you have it.
Fun mom energy.
The Scott Robbins trifecta top 3 of the day. Oh, gosh.
I want a soft shell taco now.
The restraint that David and I will say, showing right now is remarkable.
Nothing wrong with that.
There was the gathering of the Juggalos. We got Nimrods in the news coming up, and a news update next.
Progressive presents Employee of the Month. Small Business Edition. Today's recipient from Lucky Larry's Landscaping, Larry! Larry saved his business money with a quick commercial auto quote from Progressive. Does it help he's his own marketing manager, accountant, executive assistant, and never been late? Technically, yes, but saving really put him over the edge. So, Larry, give Larry a round of applause. Be your own Larry. See if you could save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Career changers, including veterans and active duty service members. Your transition starts here. Go from GI to IT in a matter of months. Become a certified cyber warrior with training at My Computer Career. Cybersecurity specialists are in high demand, offering IT pros great opportunities and a rewarding lifestyle while protecting our people, liberty, and treasured institutions from cyber threats. Deploy your career in IT today at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
Running a small business is a daily balancing act. One late shipment, one price hike, one employee issue, and your whole month, maybe the entire year, could be in trouble. That's where LendSeek comes in.
I needed $100,000 fast to keep up with inventory demands. LendSeek had me funded the same day I applied. Between their AI platform finding the fastest deal and a dedicated funding specialist guiding the process, it couldn't have been easier.
Our AI-driven platform matches your business with the right program from over 100 funders, up to $2 million in as fast as 24 hours. Don't wait until it's too late. If you've been in business at least 2 years with more than $500,000 in annual revenue, qualifying is simple. No collateral, no out-of-pocket costs, no hassle. From lines of credit, term loans to revenue-based financing, LendSeek is open for business. Apply in minutes at lendseek.com. That's LENDSEEK.com.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. You know, the world does change very quickly, and that can create chaos for your savings. There's a free report you can check out. It's called The Secret War on Cash, and it looks at financial trends that could affect your savings, your purchasing power, and the way you use money in the years ahead. And a lot of Americans won't recognize these changes until they're already affecting their everyday lives.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly why Swiss America created this free report you can get called The Secret War on Cash. For more than 40 years, Swiss America has helped Americans understand the forces shaping the economy and their financial futures. They believe the information is in this report is too important to ignore. Read it and decide for yourself.
Yeah, don't wait around on this either. Call or text 800-289-2646 or visit SwissAmerica.com/MBCR and just request your free copy. Do it today. Call or text 800-289-2646 or visit SwissAmerica.com/MBCR. Request your free copy of The Secret War on Cash. Do it today and tell them Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins sent you. Message and data rates may apply.
News update, David Van Camp.
Well, it happened again, and I'm never in the right place at the right time. I'm going to have to make it quick. We can get into it more tomorrow. Houston, an Uber driver, is driving, going to pick up a fare. Two lady cops hop in and say, "Chase that guy." And he does. He's like, "Well, all right, I'm down." And they go help him get it. But, of course, the dorks and local media are like, "It's actually raising questions about what police are allowed to do in that situation." Dang it, I want one time a cop to hop in my truck and say, "Follow that car," and I will do it, and it will be awesome.
Eastbound and down, baby.
Yeah, but it's illegal, David.
I don't care.
You're also
We're about justice.
That's right.
Yes. Now we got to get to Nimrod.
When the going gets tough,
Damn it, this is too hard.
the dumb get dumber.
All right, Dean.
It's Nimrods in the News on the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
I love the poorly educated.
All right. Nimrod's in the News. We go to Missouri. And yes, Camden County, there was the gathering of the Juggalos. Insane Clown Posse. The Mid-Missouri Drug Task Force received some information about somebody planning to distribute marijuana during the old festival.
No.
Oh, yeah. His name was Kevin Bluntman Jones.
There you go.
He's in some serious trouble, and that's Nimrod's in the News.